All right, so one of the promises that I made on this channel is that I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to post at least once a month and document my journey to financial freedom. And clearly, if you look back and you look at my recent posts, I haven't been successful towards keeping my promise to the channel, keeping my consistency on point, and doing the things I said I was going to. And when you allow for this, when you really allow for this to happen, you allow for yourself to not be a man of your word. And if I say I'm going to do this and I don't do it, that reinforces the fact, sorry, not the fact, the belief that I'm not a man of my word. And so every single other thing that I say simply becomes invalid. If I say I'm going to make $30,000 this month, it becomes invalid because I said I was going to do one thing and I didn't do it. So now I say this thing. What tells you, what makes you believe that I'm actually going to fulfill on that? And so it's really just about forcing yourself to stick to what you're saying, you're going to do. And truly, your business is a direct reflection of the man you are personally, right? There's no better correlation. Your business is a direct reflection of who you are as a person. And the better you optimize, the better you become at forming the best person, becoming the best person you can possibly be, the better your business will become. And so if I'm not authentic presenting myself in my business, chances are that's a result of me not doing so myself as a man. And I'm beginning to notice this, and I'm recording this obviously to get back on that consistent schedule that we mentioned. But it's easy to notice this when you say you are one person, or you reflect that you are one person in one scenario, and then when it comes to your business, you're somebody completely different. I had a call with, I don't want to say his name, but he's the head of investments at a very well-sized private equity firm. And one of the things he told me was, one of the things that he learned throughout his career was his ability to be authentic. Obviously, when you're working your way up, you have to wear the button-ups. You have to wear polos at the bare minimum for casual events. Button-ups are a standard. When I got on the phone with him, he had a crew neck on and a cool, like, decent, not like a large chain, but just a golden small chain below the crew neck. And he spoke to me very calmly. He spoke to me directly. He told me the things he did, the things he answered the questions very well. He didn't try to drag on the conversation or try to be fake social. Meanwhile, I'm there and I'm smiling. I'm like, yeah, could you tell me about this and that? With a full business voice on. And so when you realize the contrast there between the comfortability he had because he was authentic, because he was who he usually is, both in a business and personal setting, it allows that to also reflect in the things he says he's going to do and the things he actually does, which can be a large attributor to why he's as successful as he was. And so when you realize that everything connects, that's when things start to change. Because when you write out the goals you have for yourself, you'll start to realize that there's a disconnect. That this is what you say you want, and this is where you are now. And that gap, which takes time to fill, is inevitably what will happen. And so, as I continue to just continue on this journey. Um, that's one of the things about authenticity that I think so many people misunderstand. They say don't be authentic. There's two sides of the story. People will say don't be authentic. You have somebody that you want to become, and being authentic sacrifices that person that you actually want to become. The other side will say be authentic. Show up to the meeting. I've never heard that advice actually, but they'll tell you this, and that. And so the best kind of medium is never an extreme. It's always in the middle. And so by understanding this, that what you say you're going to do and holding yourself accountable to that, and knowing that that will reflect in your personal and in your business life, that's a huge mover for actually accomplishing the goals that you want to set. And so I don't want to make this video too long. Gonna check here, see if there's anything else I want to say. But by staying to that end, all right, so I did just check. One of the things that relates to that is that this week I was presented with the potential opportunity of not merging, but joining a company and operating my service for their clients instead, and forming like a department. And clearly that goes entirely against the goals I set for myself and the things I told myself that I wanted to do. And so still contemplating that entire situation, haven't really heard an update from there. But when you have that, when you're solid enough in the person you know you want to become, it is only then that you're able to translate that into your business and to continue to be able to have the business that you know you want. And yeah, we'll keep this video at that. I'm gonna get more consistent with these for the personal channel, for the business channel, posting as much as I can, giving as much value as I can, documenting my mistakes, my journey as I continue to grow. I'm recording this and it's July 15th, and by around this time, so August 14th, we're hoping for $30,000 in revenue. And it's a lot of work that needs to be done. But I think if I continue to stay on this path, I continue to just do the things that I know need to get done, and I continue to be the person and to show up every single day and to work hard, that I'll be able to get there. And funny enough, a week right after that, or like 7 days, is when I'll move into my dorm. And so yeah, that's the full video. I'm gonna put a link for like the Telegram channel below, and yeah, go join that.